What is up, everyone? Can you guys hear me all right? Happy Friday. Good morning, Bob. Good morning from Houston. Good morning to Houston. I've flown through Houston's airport so much, I actually like it. Good morning, everyone. Here we are. It is Friday. We've had all kinds of stuff going. Look at Bitcoin, guys. Oh my gosh. Boom. Bitcoin, absolutely crazy. Ton of big earnings moves last night. A lot of things going on. Let's see where we are. Right under the 200-day moving average on QQQ. SPY still has not quite gotten there, but I would love for us to get up there, right up here when we get to the 200-day. That's what I would love to see happen today. Can we get to the 200-day? Let's see if we have a gap here. We did gap up 0.4%, so we have a gap fill to the downside. Yeah, we need to try to play that gap fill downside. Where's that going to take us? Um, 48. I would rather not go fill that gap. Problem is we have a pretty strong probability of doing so. 53%, that's not terrible actually. It's kind of 50-50 on that gap by size. We do gap and go a lot on Fridays. 64% on SPY, that's a pretty strong stat there. We need to keep this on watch. IAH, always, Bob, IAH. But I am flying in international, so that makes sense, right? What's the other one? Houston Hobby or something like that? That looks like a big buy there at the open. Tesla is lying. Tesla is pumping. Look at Tesla here off the open, guys. Wow. Only thing to worry about today, guys. I'm letting everyone trickle in here. Happy Friday. Seems like it's a slow day for traders. I don't see a whole lot of traders hanging out. Now we have 19 Fed speakers going today. I know there's only like 14 of them total. Some of them are actually speaking twice. That may be accurate. You see all these Fed speakers? Let me. Wrong button. This button, right there. Watch out for all these Fed speakers today. Watch out for anything from Trump. Let me. Oh, you live 10 miles away? Bob, next time I fly through Houston, I may have to grab lunch or something. All right. Some news that we have to talk about this morning. Trump did tweet. Let me find the exact wording here. Because everybody in the world posted it earlier. Now it's slowed down. Where is it? Trump, 80% tariff on China seems right. It's up to Scott B. Truth Social Post. Interesting. All right. Yeah, so that was the big news this morning. We are pushing up here a little bit. Tesla, oh my gosh, Tesla's gonna hit 300 easy. Oh my goodness. Um, I'll say this previous high 270. This area is going to be a tough area. This is the area to watch today. 250, 260, 275. That's kind of the area of support that we got to watch for longs. I don't really want to try short because the overall trend has been up. I don't guess we're gonna even look at this gap down here, right here. I hope we don't fill that today. Honestly, I hope we just go. SPY's gap right there. SPY had a stronger statistic. Where's everybody at this morning? Bob, where's the chat at? Everybody's just chilling. Well, happy Friday, everyone. I've got my coffee mug has a bear on it. Am I drinking the bears today, or am I bearish? I don't know. I'm definitely not bearish. I do want to watch previous day's range a lot today because we break any of these highs from yesterday. Wow, Tesla straight to 200 here. I need NVIDIA to get to 120. I have some calls over there. I saw some SPY calls. I need Google to recover as well. That would be nice. Trying to look around for more confluence here, see what. Obviously, this 5,700 on SPX is a big deal. The biggest thing I'm watching for is if we can get to yesterday's high and break it. I think SPY is going to get a 200 day. We're poking through it right there. Right there. Big rejection here on the Q. What's up, Truth to Power? UPS. What is UPS doing? This is an interesting chart. I hadn't looked at these in a while. Look how far FedEx is down. Oof. There were some big earnings movers last night. Through some of my portfolio. DraftKings pushing up almost 5% here. Net Cloudflare is another position I have. Oh, I just pulled back a little bit, but up 7%. I don't have TMDX, but this one, 26%. What a flyer. Who else reported yesterday? I don't have Pinterest, but Pinterest was up decently, 10%. I'm looking around the market to see what else is moving. DraftKings obviously doing well. Look at Robinhood. Yeah, I don't really have anything to do right now. NFP levels right here. Previous day's range, we have Apple, Amazon, and Tesla all breaking previous day's high. It's a pretty good early sign. Opening candle continuation. A little bit red right now, but we're still super early, obviously, here in the hour. Oh yeah, truth to power, I agree with you. Could be a little too late. I feel like it's that way. I'm that way on almost everything. There's not many things I want to buy right here. I'm selling. The Tesla at 300. Oh, it's 60 cents away. I mean, I'm a heavy Mag 7 tech investor. Top 10 QQQ, if you want to call it that. I should have just scalped Tesla calls today instead of trading futures. Here we go. There was a lot of sell orders or people getting stopped out here on like kind of big size on NQ on the sell side. Tesla 37 cents away. Your PE is wild on UPS. I wouldn't mind SPY coming down and filling the gap to the close yesterday and supporting there structurally. This is not a good looking 15-minute candle here. I'm glad I didn't do anything. This first 15-minute candle is about to close, and it's green, but it's not great. I don't see any news going on right now. Nothing. This could be a quiet one. What's up, my friend, Options Grower? First off, big shout out to Options Grower. My man's been out there killing it. Got his profit target for the day already this morning. Shut it down. I love it. I love it. Love the approach. Base hits. Base hits. If you guys don't take anything away from my trading or my streams, whatever, then take this away. One thing. Base hits. Yeah, there it is. Exactly. I can't get involved here. Look on NQ. Let me go to this view. It's not the worst view. Well, if we're between, so 200, I have a key level here, and this like 50 up to 70 area. Honestly, this area to me is trappy. Very trappy. It could ping pong back and forth between this for a while before it breaks either side. I could even see it wicking into this and doing this. Kind of like how this happened. If this candle closes red, we probably come down here 180 to 200. Adjust this but it didn't save from the last time I drew it. Yeah. I'm kind of respecting this fibs pretty well, actually. Turn off that NFP real fast. Let's take a look. What does this fib look like from overnight? Yeah, we're sitting right at the golden rejuice here. Oh, 282. We'll call it 282. We gotta get over 282. We should go test the highs. Come on, Tessie. Give us 300. All right. NVIDIA not doing anything. Microsoft not doing anything. Yeah, Amazon's moving down a little bit. Broadcom's not doing anything. Apple not doing anything. Meta, our Mag 7 names outside of Tesla aren't doing anything. That's not good. We don't need Tesla being the only Mag 7 stock that's pushing. I can't trade right here at this open the way this is right now, guys. We gotta let something set itself up. This is that chop zone, guys. Chop zone. I think we're gonna come lower first. But I mean, we're holding right on these EMAs. Why not? I kind of want to turn this back off. Let's do this. Based on yesterday's range. Big area here on ES. I think we're going to come lower. Remember, this gap fill stat on SPY is pretty strong. The QQQ one's not quite as strong, but this right here, based on the size of SPY's gap, 64% chance that we fill it. I don't want to play that, but what I will do is I won't loan right now until something else gives me confidence. Trying to be cautious today after yesterday, flat and long as soon as Honestly, just we don't see the last of the plunge. Yeah, I didn't see that plunge coming either. It just was one of those kind of just failures to keep going higher. With Tesla hit 300, it did. Tesla 300, only 38% from highs.
Yeah.
Tempted along off this 200 area. Like I said, I'm really, because this stat to fill this right here is pretty strong. 64%. I would rather this play out and try to do this. And then QQQs is way down here. And it's just a 50-50 stat, so it would be something like this. That would be ideal. We didn't even hit 200, did we? I don't know, I can't do anything. VWAP bounce. Too early, guys. We had 7 minutes set, 30-minute orb gets set. And then we'll kind of take a look. I'm not a big fan of that, the way this 15-minute candle just played out. Take a look through our Mag 7. Of course, we know Tesla's doing strong this morning. NVIDIA is doing nothing. Microsoft not looking too hot. Just filled the gap though. Meta's got a big gap down here. Yeah, I don't like this. I can't do anything right here. This chop zone I was talking about that I drew. This right here. Just need to make this stay red. Color it in. Choppity chop chop. I'm so bullish though. I think we do move higher. Yeah, we're between two big levels here. It's just ping pong back and forth. Boy, slow start this morning. Looking at all this stuff. Go back to the screener here on Edgeful and see what we're looking like. IB by rejection. This updates as we go, so it's, do we set the high or low of the IB first? Kind of looks like it's going to be the high. Previous day's range, pretty neutral still in the middle of yesterday. Opening candle. So far bearish, but if we push back up in the next 30 minutes, it'll look much better. Look at this, completely neutral trap zone. This is all the four major future opening candles, red on everything. Where we at, chat? Oh, Tesla 302 almost. EMD, big bounce. Apple's now pushing up higher. Meta trend hold 600. Nvidia's pushing up a little bit. Microsoft pushing up. I should have full ported Tesla off the open. Nice push here. Nice push here. Wow, they're slamming 320 calls for next week. Still in the same trap zone. I guess you could have tried the long off of 210, 200. We didn't quite make it down there. Did that first hour finish green? First half hour, I'm sorry. Where's the opening candle continuation? I like that you can customize this. You know, 30 minutes. Still, if we get a green first 30 minutes, we close green 73% time. First hour is a little bit stronger there. Yeah, bullish bias, green opening 30 minutes. In Q, that's a 80% chance we have a green day now. Good eye on that, Truth. All right, when we get the first hour, that's where I really like to get the data. We're pushing above here, though. If we can push here and push this up right here, form the IB low first instead of the high, that would make things so much better. I'm tempted to try to get in long, but I don't. It looks like we're flipping. That pullback could have been a long. Let's go a liquidity sweep here and a push. I want to see 400s today on NQ. I want to see 400s on NQ today. That would be beautiful. Oh, still no trades for me though. Half an hour in. Interested. I'm bullish biased. The reason I'm bullish biased is because of the daily. I talked about this the other day on Monday. How tight these bodies are on these candles. Like whatever, mark this level right here, right now. 260, 270, 250. Yeah, 260s on NQ is your 200-day moving average on QQQ. NDX. Yeah, 250 to 260 is your. So if you're trading NQ, we should know that right here. All right, so I marked this right here because this is the 200-day on QQQ. I know the price is right over it right now. But yeah, so no trades for me. Oh my God, Tessie. Holy Tesla. Oh my God, Tesla. I need something to go with it. Apple's doing okay. Google and Meta not doing it. Microsoft not doing anything. Yep, so this is why I didn't chase longs. Here we are, right back in the same spot. I'm tempted to get long. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it long. Get in it. I got in at 251. We're gonna try to at least get to 300. There was about 15 points or so here. All right, long and strong. I'm gonna trim at 275. I just added a little bit. My average is up here now. I'm low. This is going to break this 30-minute orb to the upside. I've got a trim set at 75 and 80 from those ads. Oh, NVIDIA, come on. I don't like what's going on. We're right at that 200 day too. I may pull the plug on this. I don't like the look of this. Come on, buyers. I mean, I'm green, but I don't like this candle didn't get follow through. Buy it up off the 9. Come on, hold 250, hold 250. Come on. That 200 day still rejecting. Not a fan. Really need to hold this midpoint of the orb in the 21 here. Come on, push, 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 push. Come on, buyers. Come on, buyers. Some news. Trade talks with Chinese address and bilateral. The objective is to advance quickly. Pause on to dadgummit. I'm gonna get stopped if it goes any lower. I'm gonna get out of this, so this is acting. I set my wrist up. All right, Apple's pushing a little bit. I don't like where Nvidia's at, if I'm being 100% honest here. I think I'm gonna get stopped. Yeah, look at ES. I'm about to get this next 15-minute candle close kind of neutral. I just longed right into an NFP level, didn't I? Yeah, they're going to take me out here. I don't see this holding. But we'll see. We're still above the EMAs. The EMAs are still pushing up. Well, it closed above still. Oh, we're still okay. Break even. I'm about to get out of this. I don't like this. Yeah, this is gonna break. Stop me out or go. My stops right here at 234. I expect this to get hit any second. I don't know how I didn't hit it right there, actually, on MNQ. I mean, I see bottom wicks on some stuff here, but there's nothing's acting really good. That was probably not a good entry to long right into the NFP. Thought it was going to get a push over. 15 minutes until, yeah, look at that high right there at the NFP. No bueno. Here comes the stop out. Right there. Boom. There it was. Now it'll rip. All right, I'm gonna watch this. Ed Williams is making comments right now. All right, well, little 20-point loss there. I'm gonna go back to waiting to get out of this range. Wait, let's see if we wait till the top of the hour. Yep, this looks ugly. The video just broke. I think this is going to throw a lot of bearish out here. I got 9 minutes to deal with this. This isn't a bad spot. All right, we're going back to the SPY gap fill probability. Yes, about the gap fill. I thought we were going to push through that. Oh, well. Yes, where's the gap fill on yes is 86. We're so tempted to long right here. With the gap, we just filled the gap. Uh, I'm gonna try bounce play here. Yeah. Gap fill. I don't know why this flip's still in here. We're too close to this IB setting. No, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not taking this trade right now. We got up like a 2-point loss. That was bad. Bad spot. I need to wait for this hour. The NQ fill the gap. QQQ. Yeah, I could have got short up there. Did we fill the gap on Qs? Almost right there. And the pivot points down here, 134. Yep, there's the gap fill. Well, this looks rough. That's basically overnight low right there on QQQ. It doesn't look good though. Wait, what a crazy 15-minute candle. may have to flip and try to get short soon. Yeah, I should have flipped short. There you go. I'm glad I got out of that second trade. I'm glad I did cut that quick. Right here, look how boom. Just ugh. We just broke everything. Yeah, nice, Bob. Yeah, once it fell that second time, once it didn't push here, I should have just flipped short. Well, now what? I think we're going to continue lower, but this is overextended, so it's like just sit and wait until something catches up here. Wow, 500 lot just, that was a 500 lot on NQ just filled. They're reversing everything. Wow, 800 lots on NQ just filled too. Let's take out last night's low. Yep. I'm seeing crazy size on the sell side of NQ. Yeah, there was too much selling pressure there. I don't want to try to bounce this. Oh, we're seeing around a 20K NDX here. Dang, I missed out on the short. But Globex has been better trade. The heart of the Bears. Yeah. I saw thousands of lots on the sell side, so everything's gonna be bearish now. We haven't taken out previous days of lows, so it's technically an inside day. Still an inside day. Yes, last week's high on the video here. Where's the week high on? Exactly where we rejected previous week. Yeah. Interesting. I don't know. We got a ton of bearish everything now. The only thing is, like, at some point, we do typically retrace back into like this area. Like, there's a pretty high probability that we retrace up to here at some point. But it could be later. I don't know. I don't see a trade here that I'm willing to take. Look at one little 23 point hit total. Had a nice trade last night, so I'm still green for the day, but not super excited here. I left a bunch on the table and not flipping short instead. Should have got short. I don't know. There wasn't really I mean, I guess I could have traded short against that 200 day that I marked. Maybe I should have shorted against this. Yeah, I can't do anything right here. Not an area. I mean, this is where I was long last night, but I would need some type of reclaim. So retest of the ID. Really, if you want to get short, it's going to be back up here, 150s. Oh, a 60-point bounce off the low. SPY looking a little bit better. Somehow Tesla's still over 300. I'm thinking about playing this bounce right here. That looks like a rejection there. I think, so we have stats that say we should retrace back to at least this 25% spot. So I think we try to long back to 153 and the MA9. We also have at the pivot point 134. We could long and trade. We could long for a scalp here. 5, 134 and 50, basically 147. If it holds this 180, take a long like this right here. I think you could do that, yeah. Yeah, your risk is right here. All right, that would be the first trim. Pop up and should hit this. I did scalp this a little bit. So if we get to 34, and then I'll go over the data on this here in just a second. This is the pivot point right here, 134.50. Yeah, 134.75. Don't want to reject immediately there. If you got long, you could immediately do this. If this thing's super weak, it'll reject right here at 125. So we should get to that IB by, let me look, if you go to your IB report, IB by retracement is the sub report right here, IB by retracement. When you get back in, you should have a 60% chance, breakdown, 61% chance of getting back to that 25% level, which QQQ, that's coming up. Here's the pivot points I just trimmed. Right here. You should hit this level, and you should hit the MA9. It's right here, 148. So here's a 36 little scalp trade. I'm gonna get. This is the same long I kind of took last night too. All right, bounce, hit that, and get a little 40 something point trade here. I went really light, so basically just going to make up for that 25 point loss or so that I've had this morning. But I like the confluence here because look, 61% chance you're going to make it back to the 25% level of the IB. That is on the indicator. It's right here. And there's like, what was the next stat? 41%. So you should actually get back to here. On NQ, what does that take us to? Back to 200. And it's not a high percentage thing, but the high percentage trade is back to this level right here, 150s. Where's this? 153. So you front run that at 147, 158. Yeah, I think we'll get there. Yes, we got there though. It's back. No, not quite. Yeah, if this is super weak, it's just going to come stop me out. Little scalp play. Yep, there it is. All right, we'll stop down the scalp already. I can get back in if I want, but just because of how weak it is, I'm not going to fight it. Oh, I almost made up for the loss. And we go back to waiting. Yeah, the better short is higher, but you just now got back to the MA9. I still think that's going to play out, but I wanted to keep it safe. Hold here and go up here. Yeah. I mean, I could chase this back in and take this trade. These bulls look super weak though. As quick as that came down and you just touched the MA9, I don't know. Yeah. First one had a decent risk reward now. I don't really like it, but I do still think it comes back up there. I think that's your trajectory, 60% chance opportunity. What is the 15-minute end up looking like? Yeah, it's tiny. Right there. What's the statistic on SPY? Yeah, 57. But I think it's worth a shot. Here it goes. Come on, bounce. It's up here. Target here. So the idea is this: you get long for this. I stopped out. I scalped a little bit back, just trying to get back some of that loss I took. But let's see. You're fighting the pivot point. The MA. I mean, first time you touch the MA9 after a huge drop, you usually reject pivot points and over our head. I kind of want to just take this off for the time being. Too many fibs on here. Actually. There. So the stat says we should go here, and we held the IB reclaim. We should go here, and then if you're lucky, not lucky, but if you're bullish back there. How many points are my stop loss? Depends. Usually I do a stop loss by levels. Like sometimes I do 20, 15, 20, 25. It all depends how heavy I go to. I usually look at it as levels on the chart of it. We should hit, based on that statistic I showed you guys, we should at least retrace to this right here. We're almost there. Look on NQ, here was the idea was this right here. Right there. Yep, there's your MA9, 148. But you should, like I said, you should touch this level right here. That's what the data tells me. Right here. But let me go back to here. Let me just go to NQ. 65% chance that you touch it on NQ. Right here. Most preferred time frame, I mean, I look at multiple ones. I'm going to look at, weekly ranges. I'm going to look at daily ranges. And then I like looking at 3 or 4 hour, more so on NQ. I don't look at the 3 to 4 hour a whole lot. So I look at like the daily on QQQ and SPY, and then I look at like the, what's it called? I look at the daily on NQ, and then I look at, I'm sorry, daily on SPY. I usually look at like 30-minute. Because the market opens at 9:30 and closes at 4, I don't even like looking at hourly candles that much unless it's like NQ and ES. I look at like 15, 30-minute, and then like daily the most on. Every once in a while I'll go to like a 4 hour, I guess, on NQ. I'm sorry, on QQQ, on like the regular indices. It should play out. Should get 153 here. So I cut it quickly just to risk reward. I got a little bit of what I get, like 20 something, 25 points or so on the first two. But yeah, this stat, guys, IB by retracement. So I talk about the IB breaking all the time. This is the next step when the IB, so like, I'll look at this, right? I'll look at IB by rejection. This is one of my favorites. When the high forms first and when the low forms second. So high form first, low form second. 68, 69, if you round it % of the time, you're going to break the low. So what does that look like on QQQ? It looks like this. Just for the teaching point here. When that first hour is developing, the high was here and the low was here that first hour. That means you should break the low. Obviously, we did that pretty much immediately. I usually like to, if it can get to here, then I try it. But this thing just was selling off hard. Of course, this could turn into a little bear flag here, by the way. There's your flagpole. Oh, that push that completed it basically on QQQ right there. Did NQ not do it? Wow, NQ much weaker. There it is, right there. That's full target. Full target. So that played out right there. Full target. So first you look at IB by rejection, which side formed first. So once again, this or high form first, low form second, you should break that. Once you break, you should get a retrace back to the 25% level. This is if you go to on Edgeful, go to your IB here, just right here, IB balance, initial balance breakout IB report, and then your sub report. First one I'm looking at is by rejection, which side goes first. Second one's by retracement. So by retracement right here tells me if we break down, which means break the low, you retrace back 65% of the time. That's a strong stat. Anytime I see a stat that's like 2/3 or higher, so 67, 65, 67, 70, that area or higher, I want to lean into that. So that's why I was looking at the scalp trade here. And of course, I keep in mind it was a scalp trade, but as this like starts to come back up and it accepts back in here, this level is going to get hit on NQ at 65% of the time. QQQ, NQ right there, boom. And then what's the next one say? It's only a 40% chance to get to the next level. So that means there's a 40% chance of getting to here. And this is like a 13% chance. So really, you're long. If you're still holding, you're long. This is like your next main target, and this would be like kind of your ultimate target area. So, like the way I was playing this is I was long here. I was trimming into this to de-risk. My full target would have been here, and then up here is like if it didn't sell off this strong, like if this was like not as crazy as a move, I would have been more confident to long into this and like maybe a de-risk here, but first major trim here, and then kind of second major trial, I want to be at least half here, if not more. And then I want to be out at like 3/4 here, 2/3, 3/4 here of my position on the trimming. And then like this would be like pretty much last trim, maybe let a runner go up here, but the statistics start to get really low. You see 14%. But there's a high probability, 65% of the time, initial balance bob is the first hour of the market. So there's a video on here. All of these Edgeful, guys, if you haven't tried Edgeful yet, you got to try it. Let me get you guys a link. I know Bob was signing up the other day, and I got about 3 or 4 of you DM me on Monday, Tuesday to get this all signed up. Let me get you guys this link here. But what I'm saying is every one of these videos has, so you can see, here's the first hour. This was the single break, the high on the illustration. There's videos here for all of these, every single one of these. So you see, like, there's Andre right there, and he's going to explain. And these are, you know, these videos will take you through all these reports. So, like, I try to explain them. I've done some videos. Maybe I'll do a trade review video on this one later today. We'll see. I'm getting this link for you guys. All right, just dropped it in the YouTube chat. Let me, for people on X, let me get it over here too. There it is. All right, perfect. All right. Well, I think I almost just closed out the stream on accident. Yeah, there's the statistics right there, and look what we've done. Boom and boom. And like I said, my original scalp position, which if I was still, I probably wouldn't even still be holding, to be honest. But this this wick right here took me out just because I was like, I could have risked probably this, but I started trimming into this stuff quickly, just trying to get back some of that loss. You know, people do things differently. I was up big last night, and then, you know, took a small hit this morning, still up, you know, green on the day. Was just trying to chip back on that little loss from this morning. Yeah, what I was saying, that link that you see in the chat, that is a 7-day free trial. And look, this played out beautifully. And then this, so I mean, honestly, you could probably look for this as a rejection spot, which, where is that? Right at 200, which is right here. So you could probably look for a short up here, maybe. I could see it happening right here. 21 EMA and this 180, this level, pivot point on ES. I don't know. It's a decent little recovery we've got here. Yeah, I think I'm going to make a video on that. That was a beautiful example of how you can scalp that. This 180 is such a big level. Look at all this. Big area. We can flip back over that. I kind of like it. This looks bear flaggy. As this bear flag plays out, holds here. Wow, it looks like they're buying this up. That's right, actionable metrics. It looks like if I go short, I don't think so. I don't like the short because my overall view of this. I mean, there's a low, higher low. We're still doing this. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing get bought back up. It probably is going to get choppy for a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned this, but if you guys, I showed you guys all the reports. The IB, the indicator itself, right here. It has all the stuff in here. So middle level, 50%, 75%, the retracement levels of the IB. You can customize it here. You can do a lot of things. So what does that look like? Oh, extension up. I hadn't even played with some of this part. That's extension. Interesting. I love this indicator though. All the indicators are included if you try Edgeful. Try out these indicators, guys. Jump in there, do that free trial. Try out these indicators. I absolutely love them. The gap fill one. Gap fill one is beautiful. Watch. I showed it to you earlier, but look, boom. Highlights the candle that filled the gap. I can even go down a smaller time frame. It looks a little bit better. This is the candle that filled the gap. There's my break-even line for the day that I watched the rest of the day. Basically where we're rejecting here. Where's it at on QQQ? Are we green? I don't know. The other thing is a lot of our metrics say that we should close red today. Let me go back to my screener. IB got rejection. That pretty much played out. All bearish there. Previous day's range. We're still in the middle, so we're still neutral on this, which it's inside day still. That could change. Obviously, we go take out that low. It could change. IB standard. Everything's bearish. We broke down all across the board. Tesla's the only one that didn't break down. and opening candle continuation. All this, so this is the stat that's gonna keep me from doing a whole lot today, probably. Other than maybe shorting if we get back up to that 76% of a red day now. So we should probably close in this area. So I really don't want to get too aggressive. If anything, I'd rather short against this up here. Maybe this right here. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. I don't know. Pyramid power. Maybe I should ask. I should ask these guys. What are we doing? It's been so quiet on the news front today. Fed's Bostic making some comments, but I mean, all the Fed's saying the same thing right now, that they're not going to do anything. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do much of anything the rest of this day. Honestly, I don't see any solid setups for me. We have too many bearish statistics that we're going to close red, and where we're at, I don't really want to long into that. If we get back up here, I'll probably look to fade it in the back half, but you never know. News could change something at any point today. I wonder how much with the Chinese negotiations this weekend. I wonder how much, what's it called? I wonder how much aggression there'll be today. I almost think that the market will be very hesitant to do anything. Netflix does not look good right now. Microsoft does not look good. You could probably short this. That one setup played out. Now it's do nothing. Yep, look at that. I don't know, a couple more minutes on the stream here. This does not look like it wants to hold, but I would not be surprised if it does. It's just one of those days. Yeah, nothing looks like this. Yeah, this thing looks like it's toast. I think we're about to go lower. Do we hold this IB low though? Looks like a bear flag. Kind of wish I was short right now. The bear flag kind of played out. You had this looking bear flag that now played out. Do you hold here? Do we hold this? I don't know. Things are going wild right here from the bottom. All right, guys. Links in the chat. Make sure you try out Edgeful. That one, then like the first trade, it was more of a If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it was going to fail hard. And it fell hard. But that IB by rejection, the entire IB stats are amazing. So let's check those out. Today, I'll see if I can do a video on this IB by retracement. This is one of my favorite reports on here. Whenever you break the IB low, 25% of the time, you're going to come back. I'm sorry, 61% of the time, you're going to come back to that 25% level. All right, guys, that is my time for today. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Everyone take care. We'll see you guys on Monday. More live trading. Check out Edgeful. I'll be on Spaces, Discord the rest of the day. I'm not interested really in trading this much. It's been a great week. It's been a great week for you. I don't think we want to put our foot on the gas on anything here, right? I just think we want to take it easy. That's just my thoughts here. China this weekend, a lot of negotiations. Pretty decent week overall if you got in on the dips at all. So like I look at this daily. If you got in down here, nice move to the upside. Probably some profit taken at the 200 again. Probably just going to hang out here until we get some more news or something. I do think SPY eventually is going to get to this level. That's what I'm shooting for. If we hold down here on this low, it looks good. This spot right here looks good to try to finish this move to the 200-day, but I think that's all we're going to get. That would be my thoughts going into next week. But until then, we'll catch you guys around. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. If you're not a mom, go call your mom. Take care of your mom this weekend. Take care, everyone. I'm out of here. Appreciate everyone that tuned in. We'll see you guys.